let me also rope in our other guests and discuss this increasing escalation between these two countries. Ambassador Bhaspati Mukherjee, former diplomat, with me on the show. Major General SVP Singh, Strategic Affairs and Senior Defence Expert, joins us on the program as well. Commander Bhushan Dewan, war veteran, former Indian Navy officer, Senior Defence Expert, also with us on the program. Ambassador Mukherjee, you as a former diplomat, what advice would you like to give to those families who have loved ones stuck in Iran at this point in time?
In fact, Vineet, I wanted to reassure our two colleagues who are here who are going through so much emotional stress that MEA has a huge amount of experience in repatriation of this manner in warlike situations, including, if you would recall, from Ukraine. There are well-established SOPs. The calls that have come in from Jammu and Kashmir are of course important, but the embassy has reached out. We have a very large embassy in Tehran, which is manned by many officers who speak fluent Persian, including the ambassador. They have reached out to each and every Indian national, asked them, they've given them a number, they've asked them, and they plan to repatriate them in buses to the Armenian border. They will cross the border, and then in case Armenia agrees to open its airspace, we would in all probability send our own aircraft to bring them back to India. This is how we have done in other extremely dangerous situations, including, if you would remember, when the war first broke out in Ukraine, where they were in great distress. In this particular case, the Iranian authorities seem to have also treated our students with great kindness and hospitality, and have tried to reassure them. And the first few days, I wanted to say to our two friends who have joined us, that the reason why we thought things would calm down is because we thought it would not become a protracted war, that it would be a couple of days of exchange between the two countries and then things would calm down. It would now appear that unless the Americans put direct pressure on Israel, this might continue for at least a week to 10 days, during which time those who are certainly living in Tehran would not be safe, and certainly not young Indians who don't have any exposure either to such a situation or to local conditions. So under those circumstances, our effort would be to repatriate all those who want to leave, except our own embassy, who in such situations, in any situation, always stays on till the end. I have a colleague, a lady colleague, a woman ambassador, who stayed on in Lebanon at the height of the bombing. We in the Foreign Service, we stay on till the very end, until we have repatriated each and every Indian in need. And this is the right thing to do. It's 400 kilometers, I'm told by my co-panelists, to the Armenia border. So I'm surprised that it takes so long. Maybe the roads are not in good condition. But the moment they reach the Armenian border, there will be people on the other side, because we have an embassy in Armenia, to bring them to a safe place, and from there to see the moment Armenian airspace opens, that we would bring them to India. And I think the Armenian airspace, if I'm not mistaken, is already open to their local flights. I don't know whether they are allowing in international flights, but certainly from Jordan, for instance, the Jordanian Airlines is operating out of Jordan, although other airlines are not allowed to fly in and fly out. That could very well be the case for Armenia. Vineet.